Hey, what's up guys, aarava here, and welcome back to another part of my F1 Manager 22 career mode here with Alfa Romeo. If you guys did miss the previous one at the Hungarian GP, then be sure to check that one out before you see this one, because that was a very topsy-turvy, wet and wild race, and for the first time, we had some major problems with one of our drivers, and surprisingly, it was actually Valtteri Bottas, our star man, the man who's carried our team so much higher than we thought he could on this game. It was him. He had all the issues. He had multiple crashes in that race, multiple spins, ended the race with a broken front wing and rear wing and suspension, and still managed to get some points. I don't know how. I mean, to be fair, I do know how. We actually got very lucky with the safety car that came out. That allowed us to be very strategic and gave us an advantage, actually, because we pit before that. And with Pierre Gasly on the other side of things, well, the Pierre connection of him and his engineer and this man in our car, he is just getting better and better, because he basically dominated most of that race and won the Hungarian GP. Yeah, that's right, back-to-back wins, and it was a 26-win margin, 6-second margin. It was insane. He was a god on the intermediates, and also it was a really well thought out pit stop for us under the safety car that we decided to do, where the other AI just all struggle. So it means we're here with 245 points versus 188 for Mercedes, so we have a bit of a breathing room cushion now. I don't think we're in any realm of looking upwards to Red Bull and Ferrari, even though we are now, you know, consistent podium runners in the last 3-4 episodes. It still doesn't really mean too much, because you have to put it continuously all together, and also, obviously, the AI can upgrade. We've seen Alpine improve this season, McLaren as well, so I'm sure at some point we may see Ferrari and Red Bull improve, but for now, our car is in a good position, so let's make the most of it and try and outperform where the team should be and use the car we've got, but also plunge into research, because we've got our research complete soon enough for our car. We've got missing parts here because of Bottas's issues. Basically, we don't have any front wings left, so we need to actually go ahead and make some more. But right now, in terms of current projects, we have that research for next year's car on the front wing. We'll continue to research other parts of the car, because I think now that we've got that cushion to Mercedes, let's use that. Even if we get slower and Merc start to catch us a bit, it's going to be fine. I think we should be able to manage this now to the end of the season for P3 in the championship, and let's use that then to make our car very good for next year. But right now I need to manufacture some new parts. Specifically, I need to manufacture some new front wings, because we only have one on the car left, and that is the one Pierre Gasly currently owns. So we're going to go with 3. That's going to get done in 3 and 6 days time. The calendar, we have got, okay, it's the summer break, actually, I forgot, after Hungary, so we can take it quite chill and make that in good time. So we'll make 3 of those. Yeah, we'll make 3. We'll have 1 spare each for each car. And the approach will be normal, 9 days, that's fine. 300k though, so that cost us, Bottas cost us 300k worth of, you know, damage. Well, not even that. Well, that's not taking into account how much they cost. So actually, in effect, he cost us 600k worth of damages, because it's 300k to make new front wings, but we already had those 3 anyway. So he's technically cost us 600 just down the drain to get back to where we were, basically. So yeah, action required there in red. We are making those front wings, and they are going to be on the way. So we'll now look through our mailbox. Confidence is high with the board. Financial reports looking all good. We're very much good on finances in terms of the cost gap projected. We're going to have remaining still 97k, because, you know, we're not a top team. We're not spending masses and masses, but at the same time, that does mean we have money to spend potentially. We have 12 million. Let's see what else we could maybe potentially upgrade around here. Now, suspension simulator and car part test center is only on level 1, so why not we upgrade one of these? I'm going to go for car part center, because that's going to be engine cooling 2%, side pods and chassis, and then brake cooling for the front wing. And we haven't really delved too much into that, so upgrading will take 6 million. That's quite a lot, but I think, you know, these little details of engine cooling, brake cooling may come, you know, to pay some dividends in the future. So let's go ahead. Even though we might not need improvements in that area of the car right now, let's spend it. 6.7 million spent on a car part test center. How much does this cost? This costs, yeah, okay, we can't even afford that one. Anything else? Team hub, can we upgrade that further? 1.5 million, improve the morale even higher, weekly experience gain. Yeah, let's go for it. Let's go for it. 1.5 million, so we're down to 4.2. I think that's as low as I'm comfortable with going right now on the game. Don't want to kind of, you know, take the piss. So we're going to move on. These are going to be in red until those front wings get made, but that's coming, as you can see, in 3 days' time. And we've got a sponsor obligation there as well. And research is complete for that new front wing for next year's car. So let's have a look at it. So research benefits a massive improvement: airflow front, airflow sensitivity, brake cooling, and all the downforces on every speed available. The first part of the car that we've actually looked at for next year. So we're going to research a new car park. So there's going to be minor technical changes to the rear wing as well. So we may as well go ahead and invest in that as well. So we've done the front, now it's time for the rear. So we've got -30, -20, -10, and airflow sensitivity. So these are the ones we're looking at, and in terms of the focus, what we'll try and boost on. In terms of hours available, I don't actually have that many left. The next ATR period is in 29 days. So actually, I'm going to pause this research, wait for the next ATR period, then research it, because I don't want to just waste this research project when we don't have the resources. So instead, let's design something in this ATR period. I'll go for suspension. We haven't designed one yet, because this second one we got was the one we got given from the game. So we may as well use the remaining CFD hours and the wind tunnel time in this last ATR period before the new one comes in to make a new suspension. So design focus. Again, we're lacking on the, well, it was medium and high speed, wasn't it? So I'm going to go for a small incremental increase on the, quite a large one on high speed and medium speed. But then airflow front I brought down a little bit to just boost these up without compromising the airflow front as well, because I kind of still want like across the board improvement. So we'll go for this one. Engineers assigned, we've got 6 available, so it may as well just put all 6 on them right now, to be honest. And then approach normal, 21 days. I think that's in time for the next ATR. Well, I mean, that's 8 days before the next ATR period, so that's completely fine. That'll cost us 250k. That's fine, 252k to be exact. So once that finishes and the new ATR period comes in, then we'll research the rear wing with plenty of manpower and CFD hours available to us. I also need to make a new suspension, just one, so we have 2 spares, because actually Bottas also broke that in the crash, so we'll make that 50k, not really that much. Of course, because it's the summer break, not really much to do until we get to that next race. Right, we've got 3 development tokens for poor chair then. Didn't actually see that. 3 tokens we've saved up. Okay, so cornering, let's go. Actually, let's go for 3 on cornering to get him to 79. That'll be quite a good boost, or maybe 2 on cornering. And then one more on reactions, because I think that's also quite important. So 58 there. So 3 development points spent on him. That's pretty good, because we've had a trickle in, so I didn't actually realize we just had points left for it. And now it's time to get prepared for the Belgian Grand Prix. So the summer break has come and gone in a flash for us, and we can now look at the next second half of the season and finishing out the European portion in a strong way. I'm confident, but also with that summer break, you never know. Maybe the AI team have upgraded a decent amount. I guess we're going to have to just find out and delve into practice and see what's what. Practice 1 is simulated then. Pourchaire stepping back into Gasly's car. Ooh, we've got some grid penalties here in FP1. Don't know what this will be. Maybe, I don't know. I don't even know how the engine penalty, if there are engine penalties in the game, because so far we've been okay with engine components. But that's because we haven't got to that point yet where maybe we have to take extra that we aren't allocated. I don't know. But Verstappen and Leclerc get penalties in a race last episode where Sainz DNF'd. That's quite big for Sainz to get back into the championship straight away in this race after Hungary, with both his rivals going to be down the order a little bit at least. And then Fernando Alonso as well down the order will help our fight, I guess, in that kind of, pack just below. But of course, if we maintain performance, we might not be in that pack. We might be, snapping at the heels of these guys again. But Bottas P9, Pourchaire P11, 4 tenths off there, but quite a big gap from P9 to 11 actually, which Lando fits in the middle with the McLaren, and the 2 Mercs a bit ahead of us by about 4 tenths. But it's only FP1, so let's see now what we can do when we manually step in. But 59% setup confidence with Pourchaire's side of the garage for Pierre's car, 52 for Bottas. Not bad, not too shabby. But now we go into practice 2, take manual control, and we'll see what we can do with this setup, try and get it as high as possible. What is this? Why is this over here? Of course it's bad. Gasly set up to 77 then, and again, getting that done a little bit quicker than Bottas, despite not having the track time in FP1. Again, impressive. Bring him in then to adjust that setup. Bottas still pounding round at a very, I must say, dramatic-looking Spa. The time of day here is a little bit later than I feel FP2 is actually ran. Or, I don't know, maybe there's, it's not cloud cover, it's literally just the sun is quite low compared to what we see in real life. But to be fair, I actually rate it. Actually, it looks quite dramatic. But, yeah, no rain on the way or anything like that, so that's all fine. But yeah, Bottas getting through it, and Gasly boxing in. And soon, hopefully, we'll get confirmation of where Bottas is. Bottas, oh my, that might be the worst setup I've ever done. 54? He hardly even improved it. I think we got worse. Okay, call him in. Okay, we went in the wrong direction with Bottas then. Okay, we went from one extreme to another, basically. We went from bad over here to bad here. So we need to bring that in the middle range. Probably halfway through somewhere is going to do it for us. And Vettel has crashed in FP1. Not just a spin or anything like that. Proper crash. What is it going to be? Just going straight on at the bus stop chicane. And it's a pretty hefty hit as the front wing flew off there a bit. So that's going to be the Aston Martin car out for a considerable amount of time. And just on time, Bottas's new setup has been configured and he's ready to go out. Gasly already out there testing that new one we've got.
I'm really pleased.
I'm really pleased as well, Pierre.
Confirmed?
I'm very pleased. 96%. That's the highest we've actually had of a setup with Pierre Gasly. And it's difficult around here because it's such a long circuit, so it's hard to get all, well, it's, you know, it just takes longer to go round a lap and maybe get more data potentially. But now we can maybe do a soft tire run and see what the pace is like, because we are quite low down the standings. So I want to see what we can do with a bit of a glory run potentially, but just want to see what the pace is like on softs over 10 laps. Oh my god, we are really not okay. I don't know what I'm doing wrong with Bottas here, but 58%. We really, what's happening? He keeps getting bad on a lot of these. It's such a small window now. Like, where are we meant to be going with this? Like, higher? Like that? 4 minutes to do that setup. It's going to be in the session. Bottas is going to enter FP3 with a 50% setup confidence. And he's going to have it all to do in FP3 then. And that's weird because he had the FP1. And to end FP2, Lando Norris has crashed in the McLaren at turn 1. Is it going straight on? Maybe, you know, oh yeah, locks up, straight on into the wall, just like Vettel. A lot of locked-ups. And we saw a few spins for even Vettel and such. So we finished the session, Gasly P10. Bottas P15, not the most ideal return to managing a practice session off the back of that summer break after a whirlwind last episode and a great victory. Got some work to do maybe, or maybe just in terms of Gasly, who's got a good setup. Genuinely, maybe the AI have actually upgraded a decent amount. Oh, Bottas! Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Valtteri, Bottas.
Now let's watch this.
Oh, that Hungary episode really screwed him up, hasn't it? That's going to keep happening. I can just tell. I can just tell it's one of those things. You know, when like a driver has a really off weekend and they don't believe in themselves anymore or whatever. Oh, God. You broke it. Oh, my goodness me. You got major damage on the front wing. We just made you one. Minor chassis damage and gearbox damage. Come in, mate. Come in. We've got a lot of work to do with your car now. God. Oh, wow. Right. It may be another Hungary episode where we have a tale of two halves. We have a front wing. We have a spare front wing for him. Chassis. I can't even change the chassis right now in this session. Gearbox. Gearbox, we do not... All our gearboxes are broken. All of them have damage from previous times. So we're going to have to spend 1 million to buy him a new gearbox. So we can't fit him with these ones because they've already got minor damage. So it's going to be a new part and a penalty. So for the first time, I spoke about Verstappen and Leclerc having penalties and us not having any penalties so far. For the first time, we're taking a penalty in this game for a new gearbox for Valtteri Bottas. And that's going to take 37 minutes. The session's going to be over. 70 minutes left. That's basically him out of FP3. And Gasly's our only man left on circuit. All right, session's ended then. Gasly P8. We'll see how it goes in quali. That'll be the real test. But I have a hunch Alpine and Merc have upgraded a bit. I just have a feeling because, yeah, sure, we'll see how it goes in quali. But we were top in FP3 at the end of Hungary. And now we're P8 here. And my Bottas. Oh, what a horrid race weekend it's been so far. So into quali, car parts. Bottas has, yeah, okay, he's got the new front wing on. Chassis, This one has damage, so I think... Did we replace that? I think we did. I think automatically it must have swapped the chassis out because we had damage on that. And then we got the new gearbox in as well. Gasly's engine is quite worn. This is the one he got from Joe. 58, 56. I think maybe it might be worth taking a new engine for the rest of the year and then swap these in for practice sessions. I'm going to do it. We're taking a penalty with Bottas. We may as well take a penalty with Gasly as well. And like in real life, this may be one of the best Grand Prix to do that penalty because I think overtaking will be a little bit better than we have seen previously. So we'll take a penalty for an engine and we'll have that new engine on the car. Bottas is already doing a gearbox penalty, so he may as well take an engine with him as well. Right, our drivers start their first flying lap in Q1, both taking penalties. So this will be a very interesting race. Very different to Hungary. It may not be as simple as it was for Gasly around here and Bottas. So if you're thinking things were getting a bit easy, well now we're on the back foot, down the order in the grid, overtaking to do. Potentially our AI team rivals have upgraded. The second half of the season starting off a little bit weak for us. Gasly through the final bend. Let's see what lap time this will be. Sainz runs wide. Some very dramatically different lap times going on the left-hand side. And Gasly's one of them with 1.3. He's have to maybe go again to get through, I reckon, because I think he got held up a bit. And Bottas can get held up here, potentially, with the Williams, I think that is, up the road. And gets held up by McLaren. Good stuff. A lot of traffic going on here around Spa. Ferrari with us as well. Bottas goes a bit quicker than Gasly, but it's still not great. We're below an AlphaTauri and a Haas. Right, both our drivers at the very back of the train. Gasly leading Bottas. Let's see what they can do and what everyone else can do as we fly through. And the checkered flag's going to fall. Let's just pause this and see what they're doing in the sector time so far. Green, obviously, kind of would be needed because they do need big improvements. Gasly running to the bus stop chicane. We're down in P13 and 14, so we might be on the bubble, you know. I mean, no, we're safe through to Q2, so no matter what, this is more of a yardstick about where we actually are on this grid. Gasly with a much better time. That's more like it. That's more like it. P7, I'll be happy if we're around there in qualifying in terms of race pace as well. I'll be happy with that. And Gasly and Bottas at the exact same time. Mad. And Russell as well. That's pretty bonkers. But, okay. Through to Q2. I don't know how the penalties work with one new engine. If it's 10 places for one new engine, then Gasly, it's worth qualifying in Q3. I'm going to put him out on these old tyres, Bottas, and do one run right, you know, kind of early on in the session. Gasly will try and get through into Q3. Bottas will do one run and that's it. Right, Gasly coming through the final two bends. Let's see what lap time this is. He did get held a little bit by, I think, McLaren again, with some traffic in Sector 2. Got past him pretty quick, though. Let's see. Ooh, only P10. Only P10. Okay. Improvements to be made for Gasly, but I'm sure he can. Right, so opposite ends of the spectrum. Gasly's at the back of the train. Bottas is the first car that's going to cross this line. One and only lap, just to see what we can do, really. But I don't think it'll matter because of the penalties we have. If there are 10 places for an engine and then 5 for a gearbox, so 15 places. So if he got high enough, he could be not on the last row, but 15's quite hefty. Gets up to P4. Let's say he qualified P5. He's P20. He's at the back of the grid. So I'm definitely not even bothering running Bottas in Q3. Just may as well save engine wear, save gearbox wear. But Gasly, just with an engine penalty, maybe if it's a 10 place, he can still get P11 at least if he qualifies pole, that is. If he qualifies, let's say, 5th place, he'll start P15. So it's still not any better, but it's better than something. And Pierre, 2 greens. Right now he's knocked out Q2. Crossed the line, and that's a lot better for us, P7. But we've definitely lost a bit of pace. Like, we're not as quick as we were in Hungary. P7 and 8. That's kind of where we were pre those couple episodes where we were fighting Ferrari and Red Bull for podiums. But we've got a lot of penalties around us. Alonso, Leclerc, Verstappen, Joe, Schumacher. So it could help us a little bit. Right, Gas on his first flying lap. Nice gap behind and above. Just Russell up ahead, but he's flying away. So we should be fine. This should be a clean lap, but it's the start of the session, so you never know. What is it going to be? Right now, Verstappen on provisional pole. Head of Leclerc. Gasly up to P5. Splits the 2 Mercedes cars. That's promising right now, as it stands. But Alonso comes in there. And then Sainz will. So it will be... Ooh, Sainz. Okay, yeah, so we're P7. P7 at the moment. That would be P17 on the grid if it is a 10th place. Oh, no, no, no. Where? How close was this? Oh, my God. He crossed the line there, and the checker flag's fallen now. Oh. Oh, damn it. I was literally 2 seconds. 2 seconds too late sending him out. That was it. 2 seconds. That was it. And he would have been pin perfect. Oh. Well, this episode really is going just the opposite direction of Hungary. Mismanagement there from me and a mistake. P7, P10 with penalties. In the end of it, no one improved. So Gasly does remain in P7, to be fair, though. So that's not bad. Bottas P10 without a lap time. These penalties, I am curious to see where it filters out. The annoying thing is we can't see what the starting grid is with the penalties. So I'll basically only find out where we actually are when we get to 5 red lights. No rain in sight, so it is going to be a one-stop mediums to the hards. We'll go, you know what, let's do an alternate. Let's swap this round. Let's start on hards for Bottas. Not on inters, start on hards. Can we start on hards, please? Hard tyres, yeah, and then go to mediums. So, 19 laps, mediums can go, that is. Probably on lower fuel, probably about 22. So we could probably go half distance on hards. Maybe a bit, let's go a bit longer and give ourselves a bit of margin on the medium time, potentially, actually. So let's go 23 laps. Let's go 23 laps on hards. And then with Gasly, I'll just do a normal one-stop, starting on mediums. Because he might be a bit further ahead on the grid. So, I can actually see the starting position. 18th and 19th here, actually. So we actually ended up very close together, despite him not even doing a time. So, actually, in the end of it, maybe Gasly... Actually, to be fair, Gasly might have been even further back then. Wait, I don't even know actually how that's worked. Because, I mean, I guess no, it just must be other people don't have penalties. I don't know. Actually, that confuses me. I actually don't know how that works. Because we only took 1 set of penalties for Gasly, 2 sets for Bottas, and he's only ended up 1 position behind him. Don't know, but we'll see. This is going to be a challenge. Last 2 episodes, 2 wins back-to-back. It'll be a miracle if we get even anywhere close to a podium on this episode. So for those of you who thought it was getting easy, this one's going to be a challenge.
Quite a few clouds overhead as we look at the lineup on the grid. And there we have Pierre Gasly. Slower than most yesterday, so today they'll be starting from the bottom half of the grid. And there's Bottas completing the team today. With their starting position in the back 10, they'll have their work cut out for them. The teams are ready to go. Get ready, it's the Belgian Grand Prix.
Here we go. Very long race ahead of us.
And it's lights out, and away we go.
On board from P18 and 19 for Bottas and Gasly. On board with Bottas right now. Gasly on the inside. Let's please not have a crash. 3 wide ahead of us. It's a traffic jam. Absolute traffic jam. And Gasly's held and pinched to turn 1. And we've already lost a bit of time to the cars ahead. It's a slow start. Bottas ahead on the hard tyres. Not ideal. I kind of hope that Gasly can get Bottas and then charge ahead on the mediums because he needs to. Meanwhile, Verstappen's P7, Leclerc P8. So, big chance for Sainz in the championship. Big chance for Merck, P3 and 4 for them in the constructors. I'm actually going to say on the back straight to Bottas to let Gasly by, because the worst thing is if he gets held up behind him on the hard compound tyre. That's exactly the opposite of what we need today. Bottas down the inside though of the Williams car. Come on, here we go. Good overtake from Valtteri. Come on, man, build some confidence after a very iffy Hungarian GP, very iffy practice session. Let's make up some positions. Gasly, you need to get ahead of the Williams car, otherwise I can't let you through from Bottas. You need to get him. Nice, cool. Cruises by. Back to neutral. We got him, right. Let's close up to Bottas, please. Oh, he's made a mistake. Oh, he made a mistake. I was ready to fast forward for him to catch Bottas, but he's made a mistake. He's made an error. Right, Gasly on deploy. I'm going to go overtake with Bottas because he's up there attacking Schumacher, I believe it is. But we're going to ride on board and stay on board with Gasly right now in last place to get past the Williams. You need to do this, mate. Full out attack, actually. Let's just go for it. We need to close the gap to the cars ahead after that mistake you made. Down the inside. Good. Right, neutral now. We'll deploy later in the lap. Bottas, did he get Schumacher? No, he didn't. Now he might go for it.
Good, very good.
No, doesn't get him, doesn't get him. Right, deploy. Let's get Joe, the man he replaced in our team. It's close. He's on the soft compound. What are people on? Oh, interesting. Some people are using soft tyres. Okay, interesting. Bottas maybe goes for a move up ahead. Meanwhile, Gasly around the outside at Pouon. No. He's being real squeezed out here by Joe. Maybe got something to prove by holding up Gasly here. It's been a slow start. P17, 18, now 19. You mad? Lap 4, still stuck behind Joe. DRS open, overtake mode. Still not enough to get past him. And Bottas still behind this gaggle of cars. This is frustrating. I need to go attack with Bottas. He needs to get past these guys. Don't even know. It doesn't even matter Gasly catching him up. He needs to get past those cars ASAP. Bottas down the inside of the Haas. Come on. Squeeze him out. Yes. It's because we're on the hards and they're on... I mean, it doesn't really matter because we know the tyres don't matter at the moment on the game in terms of pace. It's just about the tyre wear. Right. Overtake mode used on the back straight. Come on. Let's get past this AlphaTauri, for goodness sake. And Bottas trying to make a charge to get past the Aston Martin. Gasly on the outside. No, doesn't go for it. Doesn't go for it. Gap closes. Speed this up. Turn 1. DRS open. We're pulling away from the Williams car, but we're just being held up considerably by these guys. Bottas still now looking at the back of Stroll. Albon's holding us up. And we're held. Look at this gaggle. Look at this gaggle of cars. Tsunoda runs wide. Look at it. It's a madness. There's so many cars held up by Tsunoda now. Look at the gap. 6 seconds. This is ridiculous. It's like it's the Tsunoda train. Oh, we need to get by. We need to get by so badly. Deploy. Oh, I don't even have much even ERS with Gasly. He needs to deploy. Okay, right. I'm going to leave it like this and see what they do. Right, Bottas is past Stroll. He's now having a look at Albon. Gasly still can't get past Guan Yu Zhou with 0% ERS because I was deploying that whole time and he just didn't get past him still. Don't know what's happening with him. I don't know where his overtaking prowess has gone. He was attacking Ferraris and Red Bulls last episode. Surely now, surely now. Joe doesn't have DRS. Oh, no, he does. He keeps getting DRS.
Like
no. Bottas gets Albon. Let's look at that. Up the head. That's quite crucial for Bottas. This is, so far, Bottas actually showing his rating a bit. Being able to recover a bit better. Getting past these slower cars. Now, 2 more cars to go, and then we've got some clean air, I think. Yeah, 2 more cars to go. We've got clean air with Bottas. Gasly needs to clear these cars ASAP. He's being held up so much, and he's on the medium. So Joe's overtaking Schumacher instead. So Joe's showing better pace than the Haas. So can we get the Haas at least? Come on. Let's get the Haas. Overtake. Bottas on Vettel. So 1 more car, Tsunoda, and then we're in clean air. Look at where Gasly is. That is frustration. He's literally boxed in with cars there. Bottas 1 car away from now being able to stretch his legs. Gasly, you need to make this move on Stroll. We've got Schumacher. We now need to get this Aston Martin on the inside. Yes.
12.
Come on, that's better. And Bottas gets Tsunoda. Now we're cooking. Now we are cooking. Round the outside. Really nice overtake. Really nice overtake from Bottas. So now we are P12 and we've got loads of clean air. So now we just go on as much as we can. Let's go neutral. And we'll let Bottas do his thing now. We just got to leave him to his own devices. Gasly, I need to micromanage, try and get past. He literally can't pass Joe. This is so weird. Of course it's Joe. Of course it's Joe. Lap 12 of utter frustration for Gasly here. Still looking at the back of this AlphaTauri. Overtake mode now. Let's go. Come on. Get him here into bus stop. Both cars if we can. Close, close. Yes. Good.
1 click overtake available.
Keep going, keep going. Okay, harvest actually. Okay. ERS going down a lot. Attack, go down inside. Go on, outbrake him. Come on, come on. Yes, that's better. Come on, that's more like it. That's more like it. Clean air now to Vettel. Magnussen's crash, turn 18. Turn 18. Oh, it's a crash with an Alpine car. This is at the sharp end, I think. This is Alonso, maybe. Oh, lock up from both drivers. But Magnussen into the wall. Will that be a safety car? That's quite a hefty crash, you know. That was, Alonso in the pin. Leclerc span. Leclerc span at turn 1. Him and Verstappen in the traffic. Merck, and oh, he just dropped it. He's just dropped the rear end. It's all kicking off now. We've got Ricciardo in the pits, Stroll in the pits. Magnussen will go down the order. He's P8 right now with damage. Look at that damage he's got. And Bottas now, oh, what great timing, on the back of Russell all of a sudden. But Russell's made his pit stop already. Russell's made his pit stop. All right, overtake mode with Bottas. I want to try and get ahead of Russell if we can. Try and annoy him. Oh, gaining. Not enough, though. Not enough. Gasly's got Vettel. Let's watch that. Good stuff, Pierre. On the inside of pool on. That's better, mate. That's better. When he's got a little bit of breathing room. A lot better. Bottas still looking at the rear wing of Russell. We're harvesting now, though. So we won't be quick here. But Magnussen's in the pit for his damage as well, so that'll hurt him. We've got DRS now, and Russell does not have DRS of anyone. So even on harvest mode, we could actually close up to him. Let's go to neutral. And then ×1. Let's watch this on board. Gaining, gaining, gaining. Can we go around the outside? No. Yeah, they're really reluctant to make that outside move that I definitely would make myself as a driver. Sainz has crashed. No! Sainz for the championship. He had a good chance. I think he was P1, I think. P1, he's got straight on. It's a big one for the Ferrari man. Yeah, he was in first. Sainz has now got damage in first place, but he's 16 seconds ahead. Yet to pit, I don't think. No. Okay, yeah, but Hamilton's not pit either. So Sainz was actually just dominating this entire Grand Prix, but now he's gone and got half a front wing. And now Bottas could have a chance on Russell. Gonna go attack and then overtake. Let's go. Up the hill. Let's get him. Let's get him. Norris ran wide. That's good for us. That's good for us. Come on. ×2. Gain. We're not gaining enough on this straight. We really aren't. We really aren't. We really aren't. Harvest. Sainz is now pitting from the lead. He'll have to make a bit more time in the pit stop for his damage on the front wing. And we may just go for a move on Russell. Yes, we have. We've got Russell. That was the wrong button. Sorry. I was meant to try and go for this offboard. And now let's defend. Well, lap 16, Russell probably will have a go at us, but I'm just going to keep neutral now because well, there's nothing to catch ahead. It's the Ferrari that he's already pit. You know, old Gasly. Let's go overtake mode here. Attack. Let's get Ricciardo, please. Come on. Gaining, and we're going to... Ricciardo shuts the door. Ricciardo shuts the door on us. Fast up of the Grand Prix, though, for Valtteri Bottas on the hards. Good stuff. Even though he's on harvest, Ricciardo without DRS will be a sitting duck. Gasly, oh, Gasly shot his DRS. He got stuck behind Ricciardo. Overtake, DRS will open eventually. Come on, rear wing opens. Gaining, please don't shut the door this time. Come on, yes, yes, yes. On the outside. This is it, come on. Versus McLaren, side by side. Very close, very lovely move from Pierre Gasly. P10. P11, sorry, P11. P10's on the cards, though, now, as we chase after Fernando Alonso. Right, Gasly's done well to get a gap to Ricciardo. Quite a decent one. Now he comes in for his first pit stop. Bottas still out there in P3 now, ahead of a Mercedes train. Yet to pit in this GP, though. Gasly's in. Right, where are we going to filter out? Might not be somewhere I want to be, but it's just how it is, going from the back of the grid. I thought it'd actually be a lot easier getting up from the back of the grid, but actually is a challenge. Actually is a challenge. A bit of reality check in terms of my managerial skills. From the back of the grid, this is. Gasly P13. Okay, we can get points from here. We can get points from here. And Magnussen's crashed again for the second time in this Grand Prix. And it's at the same place. He's already got a broken front wing. So they didn't change the front wing in their pit stop. And he's crashed again and broken the other side of the front wing, maybe. Is that for Magnussen? Where is he? Where is he on the chart? He's below. He's down in further positions. Where is he? I want to click onto him. Oh no, he's there. I keep missing it. Magnussen. Does he have a front wing? No. Oh, okay. He must have crashed in the same position. And Bottas is holding up the Mercs very nicely. You know what? I actually might say to Bottas, hold up the cars behind. Let's do it. We've got nothing to lose in this race because we're not going to be able to beat Merc like fair square, so let's just try and hold them up. Gasly gets Tsunoda, whilst Bottas is holding up the Mercs quite successfully, because the Red Bull is there in the background, and that's Gasly past Tsunoda. Nice. And Gasly with the fast up the Grand Prix. This man is flying now on these hards, on the new hard tyres. Really turning out to be a very good race tyre here around Belgium. Now he's got 7.9 seconds to bridge to Ricciardo. Big ask. Let's go get it. And then Lando up ahead as well. The two McLarens are very close together. And Ocon. You know what? If we catch Ricciardo, we could get up to P9. Definitely. Definitely. And meanwhile, Bottas as well is welcome to the Valtteri Bottas train. And this may help Gasly as well, to be fair, if we hold them up so much. Look at it. Oh, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. This is salt at its best. We can't beat Merc today. Well, no one. Everyone else can. Hold them up. Hold them up. It's actually just comical. It's beautiful. I'm loving what I'm seeing right here. Two cars out. Two cars out. Yellow flags. Multiple cars have crashed on lap whatever it is. Lap 29. Virtual safety car has been called out. It's for Schumacher. And who's he crashed into? He's gone wide at the top of Rouge. What has gone on there? What has gone on there on the top of Radion? Well, we didn't see. We didn't see who crashed into, but multiple cars are out. And it's a VSC because of that. So under virtual safety car, this is the time to now pit with Bottas. This is now the time. We've done a mega job of holding up all these cars for so long. And now do we go soft to the end? No, let's go mediums. There's no point. There's no point doing soft. We know that. Let's just go medium. What a bit of work Bottas has done to hold up Hamilton. There's the crash. Multiple cars here involved. And this is behind our train then. Oh, this is awkward. As it's, oh, the Red Bull goes wide and crashes into the Alpine. Oh, and the other cars are collected as well. Oh, it's because of our train, actually. It's because it's kind of, you know, in a way, because of our train of cars behind Bottas. That's kind of why that's happened. So Bottas pits now under virtual safety car. So we'll effectively gain a bit of time in the pit stop if the virtual safety car is out for this entire time. I really hope so. ×2 speed. Meanwhile, oh, Gasly, we could be conserving this, actually, all of this. Right, Bottas is out. And virtual safety car has been out the whole time. So we are now behind Ocon. We can do some work from here, you know. We can do some work from here. Like, Ocon's there. Verstappen. They're only just down the road. Bottas could legitimately catch up to the train he was holding up because of the virtual safety car. And Gasly's not too far behind either. Gasly's there. Bottas is there. Not bad. Not bad. Right, virtual safety car ending soon. So we'll go... Well, keep on neutral. I'll go deploy on the exit. Let's get ready to go. Come on. There we go. We're underway again. Looking to overtake Ricciardo. Bottas looking to overtake Ocon. Right, overtake mode Gasly. Let's get him into P1, please. Around the outside. Okay. Let's go. Good move. Good move. Good move. Back to neutral. Back to neutral. Fast up the Grand Prix from Pierre Gasly then. Having overtaken Ricciardo. We did a bit of deploy. We're harvesting now. And then back to neutral. Let's just slowly bridge that gap to Norris. Meanwhile, Bottas, can he get Ocon? Not quite yet. Let's go harvest the rest of this lap. And let's just save it for the back straight. And Bottas gets Ocon. Bottas gets Ocon. Finally with DRS. Well, not even activated, to be honest. But he still gets him around the outside. Good. I was worried a bit because Ocon was pulling away a little bit on the straight. But we finally got him. Nice. He's in our DRS now, though. So let's go deploy and try and push away, actually. Please stay ahead. Please stay ahead. Yeah. Oh, it's close. It's close. It's close. They're fighting side by side. Come on, Valtteri. Come on. Yes. Oh, Ocon's sticking with us, you know. Ocon's sticking with us. I'm hoping the deploy can just help Bottas out here. And also getting in DRS range of the next car. Oh, no, the next car's actually quite far ahead. 7 seconds to Verstappen. So a bit of time there. Gasly sets another fast up the Grand Prix. He is cooking. He's cooking. 2.3 to Norris. Right, Bottas can't shake Ocon, and now we've got no ERS because we've been deploying this entire time. So this is going to be tricky. P7 may be the highest we're fighting then. Because, well, I mean, we are kind of both actually catching Verstappen slowly together as a unit. But this is going to be difficult now because we're going to get mugged off. To be honest, it might be a good thing if he overtakes us, actually. Because then we can save fuel if he actually gets us. Let's go conserve. Go on, get us. Overtake us. Go on, I dare you. I dare you. I dare you. No? No, you don't want to overtake us? Okay. Right, Ocon's going to get by. But that's fine. We're both catching. Oh, Russell. Russell's pit. Russell's pit again. And all of a sudden, wait, hang on. How's this happened? Gasly's now. Oh, Gasly's ran wide. No! Oh, what the?
Now look at this.
Gasly ran wide and has hit the McLaren. Oh, I was just about to say, all of a sudden, Gasly overtook Norris and actually caught up to Bottas. He's not got any damage, though. No damage. Okay, we came away from that unscathed. Just a bit of tyre damage. That's fine. Carry on. Carry on. Recompose, mate. We go again. Right, Verstappen's just pit. Verstappen's just pit. Where is he going to be? Bottas just gets him. He's going to hold up Lando, and that's going to help us. Right. Can we go overtake mode? No. Actually, you know what? Let's harvest behind him. Let's harvest behind him. So at the moment, in terms of the sit rep of this entire race, Perez leads the way by 1/10 from Sainz. These guys, look at this battle for P1. 26 seconds, 25.5 seconds ahead of Leclerc. These two are in a world of their own because of a lack of grid penalties today. That's going to go right down to the wire. Then you've got Leclerc, gap to Hamilton, then Russell, Ocon, bigger gap. This is where we are. So this is damage limitation. Can Bottas, who has got ahead of Verstappen, can he hold up Verstappen and maintain P7? No, take left for Bottas. And Gasly goes for a move on the McLaren, gets him, and now we can go deploy. We've saved so much ERS. We're going to watch Gasly's on board. He might get overtaken by the McLaren as we are trying to hold up Verstappen and keep P7. And we do. Gasly stays ahead of the McLaren. Good. Last lap of the GP this is. Last lap. Perez looks like he's going to win this thing ahead of Sainz unless he can do something on this last lap of the GP. Defend DRS. Can we use something to defend? Oh, it's going to be close. It's close. Right, last lap of the GP. Hold up Verstappen. If we hold him up enough, could Gasly catch him? Could we catch him? Sergio Perez is going to come through for a second win this season at Spa. Only 1/10 ahead of Sainz. Been an insanely tight battle between those two. Sainz with the P2, 18 points. That'll be big stuff for him and the championship. But Leclerc being third and Verstappen P8, disappointing for him compared to where Leclerc was. Can we do anything to catch Verstappen? Bottas is holding him up. An absolute treat. And we're gaining and gaining. Could we pull off a hijinks maybe on the last lap, on the last corner? He's actually gaining so quickly here. Bottas is doing a madness holding him up. One more lap, you know. I think one more lap and we may have got Verstappen by holding him up with Bottas. Look at that. We're right there, nose to tail. Oh, what could have been? What could have been? What could have been?
Copy that.
To the line. P7 and 8. P7 and 9, sorry. Good recovery. Good recovery. In the end of it, actually a pretty damn decent recovery, considering Gasly was held up for about 12 laps at the start on mediums for him to get back to P9, and Bottas, not bad at P7, not bad.
This is a decent enough result here from Valtteri Bottas. Not a bad run from Alfa Romeo this weekend, but before the next race, I think they'll want to take a good look at what they can improve.
Yes, there's no doubt that they have what it takes. I can't wait to see which direction they go in for the next race.
All things considered, I don't think not too bad of a recovery. I think P7 and 9 maybe could have been a bit better. Potentially P6 there for Bottas, but I think trying to hold up Verstappen in the last couple of laps was maybe worth the risk because we were close to actually getting Verstappen maybe, and we're getting more points for Gasly in that way. 2 points, kind of went either way really. But in the Drivers' Championship then, Sainz firmly back into this, I guess, a little. I mean, to be fair, actually not, because really more so, somehow, even though Sainz had a good race today, Leclerc's still got a very healthy lead. He only lost actually 2 points to Sainz, so Sainz is actually in it in terms of in second place, but Leclerc's actually probably feeling quite comfortable at this stage ahead of Verstappen. And constructors-wise, well, Mercedes gained 22, we have 8, so, you know, damage limitation done there of, you know, about 14, so not bad. It could have been a lot worse, actually, considering how the start of that race went. So that's where we're going to end it off then for today, guys. If you have enjoyed it, hit the like button, let me know what you thought in the comments below. If you're new around here, then do get subscribed for weekly Formula 1 content. I'll see you guys next time. Goodbye.